Chair, Conference, Johanna Baxter, Cunningham North constituency. Conference, I come from Scotland, where the SNP would have you believe that they are good progressives who would only deliver socialist utopia if we would just give them independence. But Conference, that is a lie. Public sector workers in Scotland have suffered the same pay freeze as colleagues have suffered across the rest of the United Kingdom. And they've suffered the same pay freeze because every single year since that freeze was introduced, the SNP have written to the pay review body saying that they believe their pay should be capped at 1%. The posture in public, the plot to deny workers real terms increases in private. And when our Labour members of the Scottish Parliament laid a motion in the Scottish Parliament calling for the public sector pay freeze to be scrapped, the SNP voted against it. And let's be clear, Conference, 1% increase is a real terms pay cut. Ask any public sector worker in Scotland how life has changed for them under the SNP, and they will tell you how they struggle to make ends meet, how they are trying to spread what little they have even further, and how many of them are having to visit food banks on their way home from work to feed their children. There are people working in our public services now that are 20% worse off than they were in 2010. I'd like to see Nicola Sturgeon and Theresa May try to live off the wages that they are expecting our public sector workers to live off every day. This is in-work poverty being forced upon people by a nationalist government intent on independence, who have the powers to make different choices and who choose not to do so. They would have you think that they are now committed to scrapping the cap. However, they've done that, they've made that announcement only after pressure from trade unions across Scotland, and they will not guarantee that that cap will be scrapped for local government workers. And those people are our care workers, our classroom assistants, our road sweepers, the people who keep our country running. It's not an increase. It doesn't make up for the years of austerity that they have imposed upon us. And it's a halfway house that doesn't deliver for the people that we seek to serve. And let me finish on this point because I'm conscious of time. Another thing that's telling about how the SNP treat our public sector workers is the fact that after the Court of Session ruling that low-paid women workers in Glasgow City Council deserved equal pay, they have sought leave to appeal that decision to deny women the equal pay that they deserve. That is not a progressive government. That is why we need a Labour government, both in Scotland and the rest of the United Kingdom, to fight for the many and not the few.
Colleagues, just a second, Mick. Colleagues, I'm conscious of time. I'm going to take another 3 speakers, but this debate does go on this afternoon.